Um, the nice thing about being the one like David, okay, King David in the Bible, Jesus also, they had people that they sent spies to go see Jesus and try to outmaneuver him intellectually and in what he was speaking about and try to make him look like a liar. Prove it, Jesus. They always through the Gospels. Prove it, prove it. And see, anything that the Supreme Court might think they perceive in me and then establishing laws and what kind of a hypocrite and stuff I am, everything that was difficult in my life was through government and military corporate corruption coercion. Okay, it was through home invasion and manipulation. Now, did I home invade anybody on the Supreme Court? Justice Scalia, Justice Ginsburg, Sotomayor, Roberts, Thomas? Did I have a virtual presence through corporate corruption, through the Rockefeller Foundation, in their houses, and then try to outmaneuver them linguistically for rules and genocide, which they falsely perceive as a law? It's false. It's false perception of thoughts, language, and action. Okay, laws are natural, like laws of nature. Okay, you can't make up stuff that you say is a law. Money's real. Now give me money. If you don't give me money, I throw you out in the street. Okay, I own this land. I wrote it down on a piece of paper. Everybody agrees to it. That doesn't make it law. Okay, laws are what are natural that sustain our existence through the natural given uh, interactives for us to exist. That's a law. Okay, money has nothing to do with law. Okay, writing things on piece of paper and getting a bunch of idiots that will fight over money has nothing to do with law. Okay. Okay, so the Supreme Court, the Pentagon, anybody on TV running for public office, you're not even in the room with me. Okay? Watching that commercial of Big Vasquez with Vet Harold in the background, they can't even get in the room with me. Okay? They're not even on the same. Much. I'm a truthful, faithful person. Okay? When someone's engaged in genocide over money with technology, they're not even, once the technology is collecting the evidence, your brethren, your mom, and your brethren, where are my brethren? Okay, do you understand? They're not even in the room with me. Okay, they're not in the room with Krishnamurti. They're not in the room with Haile Selassie. They're like the fascist at the League of Nations trying to shut off the lights and threaten to kill him and yell him so no one can hear him speak. That's what happened yesterday on my YouTube when they didn't let me. I load the first one. Okay, it wouldn't load. Okay, it was 10 minutes. I didn't say anything incendiary. I just basically kicked their ass and said things. It's things we'd already discussed before. They just didn't want it back in there because you guys get distracted. You lose your train of thought, and you can go 2 and 2 is 4, and then they go to sleep. Oh no, it's 7, and I want to fight and fuck over money and do more cocaine and have sex with 14-year-old prostitutes with Bill Clinton. There they go. Well, they're right back at it. Anything. Whoa. Like boys and girls, girls, once they decide to go get something, it's like, no, the cat, you can take the cat and lock it in the safe, and that's it. She's still going to try to get in the safe to get to the cat. A boy, oh, I want to have sex with the girl. Oh, look, a toy car. Okay, I'll have sex with the girl later. I'm driving a toy car. Okay, that's how boys are. Okay, you can find something to distract them, and poof. Girls, no, I want the cat. I'm going to become a cat burglar. Okay, till I get the cat. A girl, once she's made up her mind, that's what she's going to get. She's going to get it. Okay. A guy, you can distract them. Sex, football first. Okay, football, then sex. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way they. It's just this. Okay. But they're hunting. Yeah, but hunting has to do with sex. Okay. And if you're good at football, you get sex. If you're not good at football, you don't get as much sex. You don't have money. It's easy to distract a dude. Women, no. When they decide they're going to get something, they're going to get it. Okay, they have the cross hemisphere thing. I got to survive. My children got to live. I can't die off the face of the planet. It comes from Stockholm Syndrome, from being raped into the group. It's hard for a lot of you to ascertain or understand. I don't even expect half the people on the Supreme Court to understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, do you understand? Some psychologists, yeah, like Judy Krishnamurti with Jonas Salk and Ben Brom, yeah. So, oh yeah, God, they actually had some fascinating conversations. And the thing with Jonas Salk, I liked Jonas Salk so much. He was so humble and he understood the intelligence of Krishnamurti that he didn't try to challenge him. He was just fascinated by the intellectual perspective of this man, that he literally was he's brilliant and he was beyond genius. Is beyond genius. Genius is somebody that they quantify as someone that comes up with great creative ideas and is brilliant and all that. And Judah Krishnamurti was humble. Okay. And everything Judah Krishnamurti expressed came from humility. Okay. Like G.T. Suzuki. They were beyond genius because they were humble. And wisdom comes from humility and not perception of I can explain everything and I'm a genius. Okay. And I was raised in the United States of America with the worst geniuses in the history of the world. So yeah, I kicked their ass. And I'm different than Krishnamurti or Suzuki. I was raised on American television. So it's like, it pisses them off. I don't mean to be this way, but Muhammad told me go for it. And so does Jesus. Roll federal. Like when they did the stuff with Natalie. Okay. When I got the wine coolers and stuff and came back home, stuff like that. The little brown girl on the Supreme Court was, you run that up the flagpole and try to salute it, bitch. Fuck you. Go Wakanda yourself forever. You came into my house, Officer Flores. Stand there and fold your arms and act like I'm a pervert and you're going to protect girls being raped to death in Mexico from perverts like you. How much money do you make? How much money do they make off of the girls having sex? Why don't you stand up for Lord's Prayer with me? What, you think you're Orlando Flores? Like, get the fuck out of my house, bitch! All right? Thank you. You deserve that. You, the half-brown son of my... You want to know what Stephanie would do to you? Okay? Stephanie would rip your body parts off. She tried to rip my testicle off because of the Pentagon, your business partners. Because she went through PTSD, because we kept getting abused every fucking day. We couldn't have any intimacy, any romance, any feelings of safety or security at all through economics. And I would try to explain to her, Steffi, it's not me. It's Bush and John McCain. And I had to sign up to pay my bills because I'm poor. Because they sabotaged everything in my sports career. And because I wouldn't play for certain people. I'm sure there would have been a coach somewhere in the United States of America that appreciated and admired my integrity while playing sports and wouldn't get me to do things, even if they were within the rules, to hurt other people to win. Okay? That's what got me in trouble with Coach Treviso, Coach Oliver, and Coach Kaufman here in Cruces. They wanted me to stand under the basket, get under the basket, and draw charges on people because I could. That arc they have there now? And I said, no, everybody does that to me and you get hurt. I've even been judo flipped because of it. It happened in practice with Scott Parr. And Treviso didn't say anything to him. It's like, your most talented player. You have the most talented player in the state, possibly the country. And your worst player judo flips him because he's mad because he came over on weak side defense and he just ducked and flipped me. Bam! And Coach Treviso didn't say a thing. He probably laughed. Because he was an asshole. He was jealous of me and my father. My dad was an attractive athlete that was more athletic than Treviso or Oliver. Same with Kaufman. Okay? And that's what Martin Barreras told me. He goes, he does the same with Leidenheimer. He does it with Ponce, and he did it with you and Cedric Diaz. If you're athletic, charming, and a better athlete and more attractive than him, they're jealous of you. Okay? Martin Diaz didn't have the couth. He wasn't raised to be his couth. He was a partier and a joker and you know what I mean? One of those guys that they think that people like Paul Ponce's father and my father and Cedric Diaz's father, when we have couth, and Leidenheimer was a partier. It was just that he was not that type of person. He was a pretty decent guy. He used to hang out with Martin. Martin was attractive and got made fun of by the jocks because he was 5'4". They made fun of him because he was short. And the girls liked him because he was so cute. But the guys constantly ribbed him and make fun of him. He was raised by a single mother, and stuff. And so, yeah, and Robert wouldn't make fun of Martin. He'd say, hey, leave the dog alone. And he would stand up for him. Robert had certain characters like me and Paul Ponce and Cedric Diaz. Okay? You just got to understand the crowd. You got to understand the room. Okay? I'm just working the room. I'm in a military home invasion, child molesting, mind raping, justify the ends to the means, hellhole. If you don't understand the fuck what I'm talking about, you're not intelligent enough to submit to faith and infant glory and understand eternity with humility. Let's load this one up. You need your ass kicked, and you need it kicked hard. Okay? Don't make me get Stephanie in the room. She will obliterate you, and it'll be incoherent. You won't understand it, but all psychologists will, and so will Siler's character from so will young Mr. Spock. Stupid asses. All right, love you.